Hello, and welcome back to video number 8 in the Mediocre Risk series. My name's Ryan, if you didn't know that, and I play Risk okay, but not great. So we have Mediocre Risk, where all the best players can smack their foreheads about the mistakes I make, and we'll just enjoy playing the game we play, and hopefully you can relate to someone who is not one of the best in the world. I did manage to get over 20,000. This is the second time I've been up over this mark. It had never happened before the whole time that I've played Risk. So we're going to look for a classic fix game, which is what I almost always play 99% of the time. Um, see if there's one we can get into. That's already got 4 players. So we'll see. I can get in as white. We got 90-second turn. We got automated expert bot. Anybody's allowed in. And we're going to get going for this 8th video in the Mediocre Risk series. We will see if there is anything decent that I can do in this particular game. We'll see if everybody got in, if we have any bots to start with. Validating players. And looks like everybody got in. I'm going second. I've got 6 troops here in the middle of the board. Got 7. I got 10 up here in this corner. Red goes last, so they will get whatever continent they want. If they decide they want North America, they'll be able to throw 6 extra troops in here, likely take out this one, fortify up if they want to do that. I don't really have any reason to do much of anything. I think what I'm going to do is keep this 10 sitting up here. Nobody, I don't believe, will just go right in and attack that. So I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe put my troops in here, take Ukraine, and fortify up to just kind of stay in the middle of the board. See if that influences what black decides to do, if they want to go for Europe or not. I did lose a troop doing that, which kind of stinks. But we'll fortify this up here. We'll have 6 sitting here in Ukraine. And this will allow me to go either direction. You know, if black decides they want Europe, they may move this 5 into a better position. Some of these may move around, and I can go over towards the Kamchatka, Alaska corridor there. It looks like black wants Europe, so they're moving out of North America, and they're going to come in here on the next turn. So now it'll just be up to whether red wants to come up here or whether they want South America. Blue's going to go for Australia. They don't have a lot to conquer down here, although they're going to wait. Okay. I guess this is purple. Blue is supposed to be the light one, and purple is the darker one. I think that's how this works. I wonder if there's any names that I recognize in here. Mindworm, I don't know. Jaggy, I don't think that. Raspberry Graysteel, I'm pretty sure I would remember that one if I'd seen before. I may have played this person in the past. Yeah, and that one doesn't look familiar either. So these may be all new. That guy's got a fancy avatar, so that might mean they're pretty good. We'll have to check it out as we go along. Waiting now for pink to do what they do. I'm always curious about the colors. Like, I feel like this dark blue one is what I would call blue, and this one we call pink, I would call purple, and then maybe like a teal. I don't know. Maybe we need our own color names for this. Oh, they're spreading out through the middle of the board and then reinforcing up. That's going to give my 6 nowhere to go. So I'm probably not going to be adding troops to this guy unless there's a very clear way out, which I'd like to. All right, and so red is putting in down below. So if they take this and fortify out, well, they're fortifying down, not necessarily out, but I'm going to take that opportunity to bring some troops in for sure. So I'm going to add over here in Kamchatka and probably take out Japan and then fortify my guys in is what I want to do here. At least until I can move those 6 in Ukraine someplace better. So those 5 will be there. We'll move these guys up and in. And now I've made a little claim to North America. It's not a lot because there's only 11 troops up there, but I suspect black's going to move here into Iceland and start encouraging everybody else to get out of Europe, which I'd be happy to do if I had a way out. Potentially, he could make that for me. On his next turn, if he can, he may use the 10 to take this 1 and fortify the 5 down, and that'll give me a path out, which I would love. But right now, blue is only putting 1 troop in down here. That's interesting. They're really slow playing the Australia take in order to have, I don't know why, some base of troops up here. They seem to be guarding against somebody flying in after them. I don't know who that might be. Maybe, what are we calling this? Pink or purple? The reddish color that's not red. So there's the 1 take. We'll see if they move the 5 out of Europe. Seems like they're just trying to take territories here. And this is their whole strategy, is just gum up the middle of the board, which is interesting. I mean, it's certainly a way to go. It just makes everything difficult for everyone else. So black goes after me. So the question is, I don't want to move this 6 out because I would still like to go into North America this way. It does look like red is kind of moving out for me, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is put in here and take Greenland, which will put me 1 territory closer to my 6 deck. So if black does give me a path out, that's fewer takes in order to fortify it in. Should maybe wait on that though, because they're giving me a chance to get troops off of that 3 down there. But I still feel like I want to do this to set myself up for next time in the event that black helps me out. It does seem like they're trying to make a space for me to leave, so I want to honor that. And hopefully, when black goes here, the 10 will move down to Southern Europe, the 5 will fortify with them, and then next turn I can move my 6 through. They use the opportunity to take the 1 and fortify down. Wonderful. I don't think we have alliances in this game, but I've got the generic thumbs up thing, so I can just let him know that I saw what he was doing and that I'm going to go with that. So I'll be able to put my 3 troops in here next time. In Ukraine, do 2 takes and then fortify up and in to continue to let red know that that's where I would like to be. So I suspect red will put their troops here on the 3, take out this 1, and then fortify back down into the 15 to prepare for the next turn when they may take the entire continent. Or they may do it this time. I mean, 15 certainly is plenty. Pink is not seemingly in the market to consolidate any large army anywhere. So, well, as I say that, they're now getting 6 together. It's not super large, but it's something you want to be a little concerned about if you're having to take out 7 troops over here. So we'll see what red does. Like I said, I suspect they'll put in up here, take this 1, and fortify down. But no, instead, they're going to go down here. Oh, they're going to try to take it anyway, which they lost, which works out much, much better for me. So they're going to go and they're going to take the whole continent, or, yep, they did. All right, so I've lost the chance to earn a card down here, but I think it was able to take one of their troops out. Yeah, took one of their troops out on the way through. So that's not the worst thing in the world. They're down to 23. They still have this in Central America, which we'll have to see if they want to build that up to make it difficult for me to survive up there. The other thing is if 11 were going to take out this 2 and I had cards, I could potentially take out black, but I don't have cards, and it doesn't appear that blue, no, blue didn't do it. Their turn's already gone by. So this is still kind of saving a kill on black. That's especially if he doesn't turn in on this turn. That's always a potential. And I suppose if he does turn in, he could take me out because I'll have all of my troops kind of up here in a line if he wanted to. I suspect that he would much rather go for Europe, and we'll see now if this 6 starts to move out or continues to be a menace up there. This teal, blue, whatever it is, doesn't have any sort of base of operations, and so there's no real incentive to move that out. We may, in fact, may even be seeing a bot out because there's not really much they can do. Maybe just consolidating in Siberia. Oh, now they're moving up there to prevent me from leaving. That could be really terrible. There's the meow from my cat, if you heard that. All right, so they've now prevented me from getting my troops out. I would have to do 3 takes as opposed to 2. Maybe that's worth it to just get out of there. I think that's what I'm going to do. They're just forcing me into 1 extra take, which I'm going to do because I would much rather have these troops, even if it's 3 less. So far, so good. Yeah, I didn't lose any. Just the 3 up here. So it's really just 1 less than I would have otherwise had. It also makes it a little harder to take me out because you got to go through a bunch of extra troops and leave 1 in Japan. So it's unlikely that black is going to do that, even if they can turn in. Oh, and I still can't turn in. So I'm going to be very vulnerable on the next turn. If somebody like this teal blue guy decides they want to take me out, they're going to be very capable of doing that. Although he's already turned in, so that is his big stack, and that's not going to be enough to do it. He's got 11 stuck down here in Africa, so I should be safe. Black is lined up to do it if they want to. Not sure why they would want to, even if they turn in. I mean, I guess they'll be able to do it, but it's not great. I think what I'll do is put in here in Greenland and take out that one there. Because that'll also just make the path a little more difficult if somebody, because black's really the only one who's set up to take me out. If they actually wanted to do that, that makes the path a little more complicated and extra territory that they have to go through. Versus like if I took Iceland out, that's in a row. Here, I mean, I guess they would end there, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, there's not really a way to avoid a line, but it'd just be nice to get that person out of this. All right, and red is stuck over here. So if they're going to take territory, they have to do it against me. Well, I guess they could have taken this black out too, but so he is setting me up to be killed by somebody else. Is he trying to kill guard me? I mean, I'm toast now. I'm done. This video will be, is it the first one where I'm the first one out? I think I've done relatively well in this series, but I'm going to be the first one gone because I don't have a trade in on 4. And with 5 cards and at best 14 troops, someone is going to take me out. Probably this. Oh no, teal goes before me. So maybe he'll do it on this turn before I even get a chance. He could do it right now, I think. Here, leave the 3 up, up, up. If he puts his 3 troops in there, I'm pretty sure he could take this out. If he just turns this 5 into an 8, he could take me out. And this 16 is plenty. Yeah, we'll have to see if he decides to do it. Want to see the cat appearance here? This could be a very short video, so you get an appearance from Patrick the cat. My giant orange 13-year-old cat. I think he's been in one other video before, but he wants some attention. All right, so he's going to give it a try. Oh, he's not going to give it a try. He's setting himself up to do it next time. So where do I want to go to try and make this more difficult? I don't know. I think I'm just going to go over here and then fortify the troops to Japan and see if I can survive. I just don't see any way that's going to happen. These guys would be stupid to leave me alive. Black could do it. Here it is. He's going to take my fight. No, he's not. Yeah, there he goes. Thought for a second he was going to leave me alone. So there they go. I will be the first one out. This video will be very short. I'm not going to stick around to see how this game goes. It's just disappointing. And I don't actually think I did anything wrong there. I'm not sure what the experts would say, but I'm pretty sure that although the result was decidedly mediocre, I don't think my play was bad. I just got unlucky that red decided to take out that big 13 up there. So kudos to red for Setting up is a novice. I don't know that he's going to benefit from that, but of course, black is the one who took me out, and as a beginner, they're not going to benefit either. But thanks for watching me play some Mediocre Risk. The game's not over yet, but I will certainly drop under 20,000 with that, which is really back where Mediocre Risk belongs. It's 20,000 is just rarefied air. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.